The diversity within the signals is unbelievable.
Challenges.
The variety of roles you can have are vast.
They're having fun.
The downtime is as important as the work time.
Loads of opportunities to play sport, great social life, great friends. It's just the complete package.
I think most people join the Signals because, having looked at all the other messes, a lot of people feel a lot more at home in the Signals mess than others.
The technology we'd be using within the Royal Signals was a huge draw, and that went hand in hand with the leading of the Royal Signal soldiers, really.
I joined the Royal Signals mostly because during the whole recruiting process it's where I felt most at home.
It's quite a good ethos in the signals. We're all got quite a technical job to do, quite a technical role. We're obviously commanding quite intelligent soldiers.
I'm working with guys that are particularly switched on.
I've got guys with doctorates.
You can have a laugh with them on the same level.
They're leaving the army to become professors at university. These are the type of guys we're actually commanding.
The soldiers have the knowledge to make it work, and you have an idea of the bigger picture of what it's capable of.
You've got to remember, you're not the trade expert. You're the commander of the men.
Straight away after Sandhurst, you have an attachment to a Royal Signals unit. There you get to meet the soldiers, learn what life's like in an operational unit. Then you come here to Blandford to do your Troop Commander's course, which is your Special to Arms training.
The Troop Commander's course at Blandford is 6 months long, and I found it really good fun. And it's quite a quick overview of all the equipment the Royal Signals have. When you finish your Troop Commander's course, you then do 2 years in postings.
After your Troop Command, you're then going to do a training year. You've got 2 or 3 options. You can go and be a platoon commander in an army training regiment. You can go into recruiting. You can also do a second tour Troop Command.
The training year is when young officers get the opportunity to go away from the Royal Signals role to diversify.
You can also go and do Special Forces selection.
You can work with the Queen's Gurkha Signals.
You can go and work with JHF, Joint Helicopter Force, working with the Navy, RAF and also the Army's helicopters at home and also abroad. So I think the variety of opportunities are pretty vast.
My current role is a troop commander in 14 Signal Regiment Electronic Warfare. I've got a troop of 40 blokes, varying cap badges and even arms.
Well, as a troop commander, your primary job is looking after your soldiers.
I've taken command of my troop. I've got 26 soldiers in my troop, ranging from signaller, which is a private soldier, right up to staff sergeant. And as an officer, you come in and you manage their careers. Have you got any questions about the route?
No, that's it, ma'am. Thanks
Right,
very much.
Okay.
We've been pulled up to London for 3 months to do the Queen's Guard. I've just come out of Blandford as a second lieutenant, and to be in charge of my detachment taking over Windsor Castle and to be the captain of the guard for that is fantastic. It is a wonderful opportunity and one that not all regiments or battalions will get the chance to do. Put the signals in a good light. So, okay, crack on. I work for 21 Signal Regiment, so we work for the Joint Helicopter Force. And so when we're not doing things like public duties, we're out training with them to provide air-to-ground communications.
Taking my troop away to Afghanistan is what I trained for. It's what I've done Sandhurst for, my Young Leaders course, my Troop Commander's course here at Blandford, and it's what I was ready to go and do.
In theatre, we're providing the commander with the essential communications, information systems support that he requires.
I had the commanding officer of the Royal Marines come up to me after we'd had a detachment of 4 guys providing electronic warfare support for a small patrol they had going out in Helmand Province. When he came up to me afterwards and expressed his thanks and actually personally asked for those 4 people again to do the same mission in a week's time, it makes you proud to be a Royal Signals officer when your guys are getting those being highly commended by these different cap badges. Adventurous training is huge within the Royal Signals. If you're not preparing to go on ops or actually on operations, the scope for getting away is massive.
If you have an idea, there's always someone else willing to help you out and go with you.
And the limit is kind of the limit of your imagination.
I organised an expedition to Slovenia a few years ago, trekking.
Operation Mercury Challenge a couple of years ago was the Royal Signals round the world sailing expedition.
It's such a large corps, and the opportunity to actually go out and do AT and actually get paid to go out and go sailing, go rock climbing, do sports.
Loads of opportunities to play sport, loads of opportunities to do AT.
The opportunity to do that in the Corps is sort of, I'd say, second to none.
I've been skiing quite a lot, done a lot of trekking, kayaking, sailing, played netball, athletics.
The Morrison Cup is our athletics event that we run every year. And it's when all the different regiments and all the different squadrons from within the Signals come down here to Blandford, back to the home of the Corps, for a 2-day athletics meeting.
If it's something you're interested in, there's bound to be something going on, so you just find out about it and join in. You always bump into people you know, so you've met on courses, been at Santos with, been on Troop Commander's course with. It's quite a nice day out for everyone. It's a bit like living in university halls, especially when you're a troop commander, because there's always 5 or 6 troop commanders around, if not more. Compared to some other messes I've been to, it's very relaxed. Another reason to go.
You're working with the best soldiers in the British Army as far as I'm concerned.
You're working day in, day out with the technology, which can actually set you up quite nicely and set you up for life outside of the Army.
Doing a job that is absolutely essential to success on the battlefield.
We're the only guys that actually have a full regiment in support of Special Forces. So we have squadrons actually deployed out, looking after and actually doing the specialist comms for the SBS, the SRR, the SAS. Where else can you get that in the Army? Nowhere apart from the Signals.
For me, the reason I chose the Signals was for the people.
As an officer, it's about people and it's about personality.
The challenges thrown at me have been plentiful and also very rewarding.
My only advice to anyone at Sandhurst of wanting to make the decision between a number of calls, do you want to be doing the same job over and over again? If not, the Signals is for you.